Hey, what's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris is out on the Gold Wing for early morning ride. It's actually pretty cool down here. I'm showing a current air temp in the 30s this morning. I think the low got down to about 35 last night here in the Mid-South. But it feels good to be out on the Gold Wing. A good morning for a ride this morning. So today I want to talk about cold weather riding on your motorcycle. So I want you to stay tuned to this video, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about cold weather riding on your motorcycle. So let's get started.
When it's cold outside, who are you holding?
Gold Wing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, who is fearless in a world of reckless automobiles. These are Caliente Motovlogs.
So this morning, it's a little bit nippy out. But today I want to talk to you about how you could prepare to ride when it's cold outside. You know, there's a lot of bikers that says if it's cold out, they will not ride. I've even heard some bikers say if it's 50 below, they won't go. Do you know any bikers like that refuse to ride when the temperature drops? You know, there is a remedy. If you want to extend your riding season, there are some things that you could do as a rider to extend your riding season. Well, what are you talking about, Chris? Well, I'm glad you asked. Putting on the right gear is basically what it comes down to. Putting on the right gear. If you really love riding your motorcycle and you want to extend your riding season, depending on where you live, just put on the right gear. Now, in some parts of the country, some of your northern states, you know, they get a lot of snow, they get a lot of ice, and the weather in the north is unpredictable. But here in the South, you actually could ride all year around. All you have to do is just put on the right gear. In the northern states, where they get a lot of snow and a lot of ice, yeah, that's understandable if you put your bike up. But if it's just cold, as long as it's not snow and ice on the ground, there's really no excuse. But a lot of riders will put their bike up for the winter. But I'm talking about the rider that want to extend their riding season. So whether you're in the north or whether you're in the south, what do you need to do to extend your riding season is put on the right gear. Today I'm out on my Honda Gold Wing DCT. I have heated seats and I have heated grips. Now the new Honda Gold Wing does not have foot warmers. I think the Gold Wings, your models 2001 through 2017 have foot warmers. I think some of the earlier Gold Wings have foot warmers. Matter of fact, I'm certain of it. Some of the models before 2001. But I'm on the Honda Gold Wing. I have a heated seat. I have heated grips. So when you purchase your $30,000 motorcycle, you're just getting in the door. You're just getting started. You know, there's a lot of bikers that feel like once they buy the motorcycle that they're done. But actually, you're not done. You're just getting in the door. There's a lot of things you need to purchase. But as it relates to extending your riding season, you're going to need a good pair of boots. You need a good pair of winter boots to extend your riding season. You're going to need a good base layer, a good mid layer, a good outer layer. The suit that I'm wearing is my one-piece thermal suit made by First Gear. I will include a link in the description of this video where you guys can pick up the suit that I'm wearing. And this thing is nice, man. So you need a good pair of boots. You need a good base layer. You need a good mid layer. You need a good outer layer, like the thermal one-piece suit that I'm wearing. You need a good balaclava to cover your head. And also you need a good pair of gloves. Gotta have a good pair of gloves. Now here's the thing. You don't have to go out and buy things that are really, really expensive. Some things you can get at a good price. It's actually best to buy your winter gear in the off season. In the summertime, if you can. And this one-piece thermal suit, man, is a game changer. One of the things I like about this First Gear one-piece thermal suit is that it's waterproof. You know, as a rider, you don't want to be out riding your bike in cold rain. But this suit is actually waterproof. So that means if it starts raining, I don't have to worry about stopping, putting on a rain suit, trying to stay dry. That's one of the things I like about this suit. Another thing I like about this suit is that it's lightweight. It's not heavy. You know, I do have a heavier suit at home for when the temperature really takes a dip. But I'm prepared, whether the temperature is in the 30s, the 20s, or the teens. Over time, I've collected so much gear that I'm prepared. But the thing about it, once you buy it, you don't have to go out and buy it again. But this thermal suit, man, is a game changer. And another thing I like about this thermal suit that I'm wearing is that it's lightweight. It's lightweight, it's not heavy. You know, like I said, I got a heavier suit at home. I got a couple of heavy suits at home if the temperatures really take a nasty dip. But in the 30s, oh man, this First Gear thermal suit, man, is awesome. Right now, I actually have on my heated seat, and I can feel the heat on my buns, and to be honest, it feels toasty. I'm not even wearing my heated gear. I am wearing my freeze out. So the best way to dress, in my opinion, if it's really cold out, everybody's body temperatures is different. Some people get hot faster than others. But when it's cold out, if you want to ride your bike, put on a good base layer. You don't even have to have heated gear. You can go to Cycle Gear and purchase their freeze out. They got the socks. They got the pants, the underpants, and they have the undershirt. So I have on a long sleeve undershirt, freeze out. I have on the long sleeve underpants, and I have on the freeze out socks. And it feels good. I'm not even wearing my heated gear. Slip those under your jeans. Man, you're gonna be warm. And with the Gold Wing, once you turn on the heated seats and the heated grips, oh man, to be honest with you, it's almost like I'm wearing heated gear. So a good base layer, a good mid layer, and a good outer layer. I know there are some of you out there that's probably saying, man, I don't want to put on all of that just to ride my bike. That's too much for me to put on a base layer, a mid layer, and an outer layer just to ride my bike. I'll just put my bike up for the winter. And you are well within your right. I get it. But remember, if you want to extend your riding season, that's what you have to do. Basically, it's just purchase the right gear. That's really what it comes down to. But I get it. You know, like I said, there's a lot of riders. Some of you out there that's watching this video saying, Chris, I wouldn't be out there in the temps or in the 30s, man. I just wouldn't do it. I'd rather just, you know, save and ride another day when it's warm. I'll wait for the season to change. And I understand. But there's a lot of riders out there that a motorcycle is their only source of transportation. You know, we take things for granted. Most of us have multiple automobiles and a motorcycle, or at least one automobile and a motorcycle. But you got some guys out there where a motorcycle is their main source of transportation. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. Shouts out to War Wagon out there in the great state of Mississippi. War Wagon commutes daily. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. War Wagon, he has a vehicle, but he rides his motorcycle. So some riders out there ride their motorcycle daily. But if you put on the right gear, it's not a big deal. A good base layer, a good mid layer, a good outer layer. You know, I'm a firm believer of buying the things you need. I'm a firm believer of that, but there's a lot of riders, they won't buy what they need. And I get it. Everybody finances are different. Everybody pockets are different. What we got going on over there? Looks like steam. Okay. Clouds on the ground. But going to cycle gear, like I said, these gloves that I'm wearing, these are built gloves. I bought these things at Cycle Gear. Built gloves. They was actually on the clearance rack. And these actually are some of the best winter gloves that I have right now. Is these built gloves. I don't remember what they cost. It wasn't that expensive. It was on a clearance rack. Now I do have heated gloves, but these gloves are not heated. But they're thermal gloves and they work perfectly. Sometimes you can find some good things for sale at Cycle Gear. I think Cycle Gear is actually a sister company of Revzilla, if I'm saying it correctly. Or Revzilla owns Cycle Gear, something like that. You guys can put that in the comment section if you know the affiliation between Cycle Gear and Revzilla. But neither here nor there. If you put on the right gear, you can extend your riding season. That's the whole point of this video. So whether you live in the north, whether you live in the south. Now, when it comes to ice, when it comes to snow, I wouldn't recommend being out on your motorcycle. You can always ride another day. So it just feels really good to be out here today. Trying to get my ride in out on my Honda Gold Wing. Got my heated seat working. I got my heated grips on. And with the wind deflectors that I installed on the bike, man, that makes a world of difference. A world of difference. You know, the new Honda Gold Wing doesn't offer as much wind protection as the previous generations. But that's okay. There's some things you can do to set your bike up for cold winter riding. And if you really are in position, try the heated gear. Man, that stuff is a game changer. The heated pants and the heated jacket. And the good thing I like about that hot wire is that you can put it on the outside and use it as a windbreaker. It's not supposed to be worn like that, but I actually, a lot of times, even when I have a cool morning, I'll take my heated gear and slip it over my outer clothing for 2 layers, and I don't even turn the heated gear on. And it blocks a lot of the wind. But you gotta try that heated gear, man, and it's a game changer. For years I've talked about heated gear. I had one rider say, Chris, if I would have known that years ago, man, I would have bought that stuff a long time ago. I said, I tried to tell you. That heated gear, man, I'm telling you, man, you connect it straight to your battery. The thing about that heated gear, at least with the hot wire, you want to connect it straight to the battery. You do not want to hook it into a fuse circuit. You don't want to blow a fuse, but that hot wire have its own inline fuse that you connect straight off the battery. The controller sits right there on the pants and the jacket. Turn on the heat and it starts heating up instantly. Man, it feels good. That heated gear is a game changer, and you don't have to put on as many clothes. So you have to pretty much find the best style for you. Some people get colder faster than others. Some people get hot faster than others. You just have to find your sweet spot. But I do highly recommend a base layer, a mid layer, and an outer layer. So whether you want to go with freeze out on the bottom, jeans and a shirt in the middle, an outer thermal suit on the outer. With a thermal suit, you could go freeze out, heated gear, thermals. So you can kind of switch it around and figure out what works best for you. The more you ride in the cold, the more you'll figure out what works best for you. That's another reason why I like pulling my trailer so much, is that I could take my extra gear and just throw it in the trailer. If it gets cold, I can always put on more clothing. If I get hot, I can always take it off and throw it in the trailer. That's another reason why I pull my trailer so much. It's so convenient. So what are some of your techniques that you use to ride when the temperature takes a dip? Be sure to put it down in the comment section below. Do you wear 3 layers of clothing? Do you wear 2 layers of clothing? Do you wear jeans on the bottom and a thermal on the outer? What do you usually do? What's your technique for cold weather riding? For me, it just all depends on the temperature. If it's really cold, I prefer a base layer, mid layer, outer layer. But I can change it around depending on the temperature. Today, I'm not even wearing my heated gear. And I'm warm. We're in the upper 30s right now. Oh yeah, it feels really good. But the high today's supposed to be, I think, in the 50s. So it's gonna be warming up pretty good. But it's just a little bit chilly this morning, especially to be on a motorcycle. But if you love extending your riding season, that doesn't hinder your ride, believe me. So what do you guys think? Be sure to drop a comment down in the comment section below and tell me, what is your technique for cold weather riding? I want all you guys to chime in on this video, and if you haven't already, please take the opportunity to click that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And also share the video. This is your boy Chris, out on the gold wing, trying to get me a cold ride in this morning. It's 39 degrees right now on the DCT, and I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.